Yo, what up, guys? So today's video is just gonna be a little rundown of basically like a life lesson, something like that. Well, the situation that I got myself into, not a big of a deal, but it can be a big of a deal for like people out there, So I just want to talk to you guys about it, and so let me just get it started. All right, so my story is gonna be more of like the financial, a lot of like 18-year-olds or even younger if they can, 20 to like 25-ish, around there. So me, being my first mistake was getting a car. I know there's a lot of people that are gonna be like, damn bro, you shouldn't have done that, you should have stuck with the beater. If you guys see my other videos, Mustang to Mustang, my last one was a Toyota, which I done a video on that one, and I was talking about, should I get another car from the dealer? I know not a lot of you, there's just a few people that comment on my videos that were like, you know what, if a car, no, stick to that. And I should have taken that advice, because now being in like $50,000 debt, that shit is not it, man. Let me tell you that. So yeah. So when I turned when I turned 21, 22, I always wanted a Mustang, So that being, I was looking on the market for a Mustang GT 5.0. That's what I wanted. I always wanted that, because I was dealing with a bunch of my other cars like breaking down. I blew an engine. I threw some more money down on it. Came out to like maybe $6,000 for a little 2001 Mustang GT, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But excuse me, I was looking in the market, was going to dealer to dealer, being stupid, looking at the prices, looking at how they can work with me, the shit dealers do, So I went one day, I just go with my girlfriend. I'm like, let's go. Pulled up to one. Was just browsing, basically window shopping and shit. So yeah, that's what I was doing. I went in there, asked if they had any Mustangs. They looked it up. They said they did have one, which I seen it when we pulled in, and it looked nice. It was an all white one. It's on my videos, on shorts and other YouTube video, Anyways, so I go in, they bring out the Mustang. I was all like, I was thinking, should I get it, should I not still? But at the end, I was all, you know what, F it. I'm getting it. I don't want to deal with another lemon car or whatever breaking down on me in the middle of the freeway, because that's what happened. So I was like, you know what, let's just do it. So I did it. Mind you, payments came out to like $800. $800, man. So at first I was good, I was good and all, paying. I was working, they were paying me decent, I was able to manage it. Still living with my parents, so I would just slide them like a couple hundreds, so it was all good. Until me and my girlfriend decided to get a house, and that's when shit got real, That's when shit got real. And I wish I could have basically stuck a little bit with the car I had, because I know it was gonna work good, even though I blew the engine, but I had put another new engine on it, so it wasn't gonna blow up or whatever again. So I should have stuck to that one. Boom, would have got the house, no problem. And I actually like that car, man. I miss that car, even though it blew up, But yeah, should have stuck to that car. Would have had it right now. Would have been making my house payments and all that. But you see, it didn't happen like that, because things don't go as planned, You never know what can change. So that changed. We did get a house. We want to go live in it. Had a couple cousins live, live with me and stuff. So yeah, things started to add up, the bills, insurance, mind you, all of that. So it was getting pretty hard, you know. It was getting pretty hard. And I didn't even know what to do. I was stressing. I was like, damn, man, like, what can I do? Like, what can I do? Where can I get another job, you know? So what I decided to do at the moment was just trade it in for a Camry, which my girlfriend had a Jeep as well, and that Jeep was breaking down either way. So I was like, you know what? For us to just keep one car, both of us pay it off, and, you know, just like use it, you know, split it. She works from home, so she really doesn't need it between the morning to like 3 in the afternoon, and I get out at 1:30, so no biggie. So yeah, we're cool. So yeah, we did that. We went in, I traded the Mustang obviously for the Camry. I made a video also on that, I think. I don't know if I deleted it. I'd just be deleting shit, you know. But yeah, we traded it in, got the Camry. Was good, you know what I'm saying, quoting it, because, you know, that didn't happen. I did. From selling her Jeep, I want to go get a Toyota, which you guys obviously know I have. Well, I had, I mean, I don't know what I'm thinking right now, but I had that, and I even made a video, and that one's up. So I got the Toyota. Wasn't feeling it, you know. Wasn't feeling it at all. It was too small. It was hurting my back for some reason. The seat wouldn't go. This shit wouldn't move front and back like that. It wouldn't do that. And I was just like this, crunched up. Small was short, obviously. It's a little Toyota. And I wasn't feeling it. I really wanted another Mustang. So what did I do? I want to go get a Mustang. And that's where I effed up again. Because why? I wanted like a third party dealership. Fucked me over basically. Car had issues. They really weren't going to do anything about it. So I said, you know what? Now let me go and trade it in, but at a actual dealership, a Ford dealership. That's when I just got my truck. I went to the dealership. Just want to go get my truck, you know? So then that happened. Mind you, the truck is nice. Should have just gotten that in the first place, you know. But still, well, where I'm trying to get to, you guys, is if you have a good car and that thing is running, doesn't matter if it needs a little this, a little that, which you're gonna maybe spend around $200 to $300 fixing something, which isn't like the motor. Because even then, some motors, like if it's a Honda or whatever, you can get that shit fixed ASAP. So keep that car. And if you want to go into like a big ass loan, it is gonna be up to you at the end. Because that's how I was. I was like, no, I want this car, I want it. But once that shit hits you, and if your payments are high, you know, you might have help from like your parents or whatever, which I didn't. I didn't have no help, no co-signer, so everything was high for me. But if you have the opportunity to use your parents' credit, you know, a co-signer, or if you just have the money, then yeah, you're good, you know. You don't have to pay so much, because pretty much your payments are gonna be cheap if your family member or whoever you're gonna use for the co-signer has good credit and all. So you can go with that, you know. But for me, like a starter, not knowing nothing, you know, that's how it went for me. So yeah, it was pretty much hard. Still is right now, because the truck and the car that I have and the negative equity and all that, you know how it goes. You know how dealers are. But anyways, yeah, if you have a good car, like I'm saying I had the good car at that time, which pretty much was gonna last me till now, you know. I could have been saving and saving and saving. Mind you, what's $800 being saved each month, you know? That's a lot of money if you think about it, especially in this economy. But yeah, man, I would have had enough money to even go and buy one, like off of the marketplace, a good little decent one, you know, 5.0 if that's what I wanted. So yeah, I could have done that, but things don't go as planned, like I'm saying. Things don't go as planned, so yeah. So this is what I'm saying. If you have that little car that gets you from point A to B, use that until the engine basically blows up on you. And I said this again, I'm gonna say it again. If the engine does blow up on a Honda Civic or a Camry, it's pretty much cheap. And once you do that, that's just gonna run even for more. You know, fucking Toyotas run for like 300 plus, even Hondas. So you avoid all those expenses and monthly payments. You're able to save, not living paycheck by paycheck, you know. But it's an experience. It's an experience for everybody. I know there's a bunch of people just like me that went through the same thing and then regret. I'm not saying I regret it, but it's part of life, you know. Ni modos, what can we do? So yeah, that's basically what I'm trying to get to. And I did have a lot of other cars, a lot of that were good, that were gonna save me money. Like I said again, my stubborn ass didn't want that. Wanted a new car because I was all like, what if I don't get the chance to ride a 2021 Mustang GT? What if by the day of tomorrow I die and I didn't get to do that, you know? But it's a time to think, you know, to think into the future. Not too much, but just have that little like thought in, like, if I get this car, okay, boom, I'm gonna make this much. I gotta pay insurance. If you have an apartment, if you have a house, I gotta pay this, and that. You know, if it's so much, don't even get yourself into that. For real, just don't. Because you don't know, man. You don't want to go through it, and you're out here struggling, you know, going through it. Don't know what to do. Just thinking and stressing out. So don't do it, man. Telling you guys from experience, like I'm saying, just don't go through that. And what else can I say? Oh, so basically, another thing I want to say is that basically, if you're like just like a starter or whatever, and you need help, or you're by yourself and you do need that car, you can go get a secured credit card or whatever, pay for gas, build your credit up, you know, get it up high. Start little by little. Because what I did get my secured credit card. My credit was going up, but at the end, I didn't have credit history, which is basically they need to see a big amount of a loan or whatever for them to be like, oh yeah, you can get this car or you can get this house. You need to have that history. So I mind you, it can get you that, but I feel like maybe getting a higher amount if you want, you know. If not, then you can just rock it like that, the 500, and just keep making history, or taking out like maybe like a TV from like Best Buy, payments that builds you history, a phone, something like that is gonna get you up there for like the lenders to be like, you know what, then you could get the bigger loan or whatever, if it's like a car or house and that stuff, you know. But yeah, that'll be like something else for you guys to look for. then what else was I gonna say? Well, pretty much that's basically it. That's basically it. Don't even go and make that mistake, man, because you'll go through it. There is ways out, but you're gonna have to look and struggle. So yeah, I mean, this is just basically a daily vlog of a regular guy like me. You know, what type of color do I have? Quien sabe. But yeah, that's basically it for the video. Hope you guys like it, and let me know if you guys want me to make more videos, because I have the story of the Mustang, the whole stuff that I went through. I know I made one already, but decided to delete it because it was all everywhere, you know. Or no, I didn't edit. That was the thing. But yeah, I have that of what I do on the daily basis, or even during the weekends or weekdays. Yeah, just let me know in the comments if for the people that watch it, for the people that are watching, you know, appreciate you guys. Thank you. Leave a like, leave a comment, por favor, and see you guys on the next one, you know.